Today we're going to be talking about a strange use of the Aphex Vintage Aural Exciter, using it to help mix ADR. And, you know, nobody likes mixing ADR, and any help we can get from any plugin is gold. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're here in Pro Tools, and this is the mix for Outpost, a film we just finished post-production on. And I've got two versions of this line that we're going to be examining in ADR. One with just regular EQ to help, you know, mix with the on-set dialogue, and the other with the Aphex Aural Exciter on. Let me show you what that sounds like, just the way it was without the Aphex on. Go back a little bit.
They're going to be on top of us before we can get to the escape pod. Do you have door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
And with the Aphex Aural Exciter.
They're going to be on top of us before we can get to the escape pod. Do you have door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
And I'll get us loose and runway here so we can try it one more time without.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
And with.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
It adds a lot of subtlety that isn't there with just a straight EQ and compression. Some grit, some analog noise even, and some all kinds of extra harmonics that are just wonderful and create a realism for that sterile ADR in-studio sound that just can't be gotten in any other way. I've also instantiated the Renaissance EQ before the Aphex Aural Exciter to help with reducing some of those the high frequencies rather. The Aphex adds a ton of harmonics, which adds a lot of sizzle. If I bypass it, check it out.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
It's a little too much sizzle, so we just pull down those high frequencies before it gets there. Now, what am I doing here in the Vintage Aural Exciter? Well, first of all, I love that they've brought in some of the idiosyncratic analog issues that the old box that we all had back in the 80s and 90s created, including lots of noise and, let's see, the ground loop that the box used to kind of have and all kinds of other power things that we all had to deal with. And it added something to it that we love. And for this purpose, we want to use this stuff at the full. I'm also using the actual effect to the full at, you know, the 10 level. You know, it doesn't need to go to 11, believe me. Now, the mode knob basically is different ways of plugging the box into your mixer. Back in the old days, you know, you'd route it through a send or you'd drop it into the channel. I like using the mix 1 setting. The mix 2 setting gets a little strong. Let me show you what I mean. Here's mix 2.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
It's pretty strong. Here's the AX setting.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
Real strong. So mix 1 is a nice blend.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
Of all of those in a really, really nice way. I'm also driving this very strongly. And notice the input is plus 9 decibels up. So I want this VU to really be jamming.
Door control?
Yes.
All right, route them through supply holding. Let's slow them down.
It creates more level to drive some of the subtle harmonic distortion that's happening in the plugin and all kinds of wonderful things like this. If you're using a plugin in a really cool way that we haven't thought of, please come to the cinemasound.com forum and let us know what you're doing so we can all win and discuss it and figure out how to make our post-production mixes even better. Until then, we'll see you in post.
Even if it's for yourself.